Hi, welcome. This is me and my son, and he's like a slinky over my arm right now. He's very sweet. He's half ragdoll, so he does this. He does this a lot. Anyways, hi. We're gonna get you a reading. I'm gonna get a channeled song to kind of deepen into whatever's present, and my intention is that this is gonna find people that need to hear this message now, right now, okay? If you guys haven't met me, hi, I'm Izzy. I go by 8th House Mercury here and Astremia on my other account where I do evolutionary astrology. I have a newsletter. It's called Letters from the 8th House. It's where I channel the upcoming transits straight to your inbox every Monday, so you're guided through the week ahead using astrology. It's the best way you guys can support me, so give me a little subscribe over there. Okay, think of a number. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is California by the Lagoons. Bum, bum, bum. I'm not gonna let it play too much because of copyright issues. So it says here, I've been driving in this California sun. I've been on the run just to get a moment with you. I've been working all these hours all night long. When I hear that song, it makes me think of you. I've been sipping on some California wine. Everything feels fine when I'm surrounded by you. I've been puffing on some California Kush. Been thinking about my life and how everything revolves around you. And it repeats that. It's, I've been working, yeah. Guys, you're on somebody's mind. Who is this? Maybe you live in California. That would be very niche. Or this person's in California potentially. Who is this person thinking about my collective? Because I feel like this is definitely, that's way too many. This is definitely somebody, you're on somebody's mind. That's crazy. I knocked my astro dice to the South Node in Sagittarius in the 8th house, which would be North Node in Gemini in the 2nd house. Interesting. Okay, I'll potentially touch on that in a little bit. We have 10 rotation and wise salt. This is a very interesting description of this person. It seems like I heard they're wise beyond their years. You might have... It's almost like you guys met at a different time in your lives. Yeah. There's a lot of, this could be a, oh, didn't mean to play it. This could be, I'm seeing all the lovely little rainbows, so this could be a queer relationship. What else? Against nature. Yeah, something about, like, the fact that this relationship didn't work out. It wasn't, how do I verbalize this? 2 times speed me as I'm thinking. It's almost as though, like, it just wasn't the right place or the right time. And I think they're kind of just daydreaming about you. And yeah, back then they just didn't have the structure or the intent to actually properly, like, pursue you in a relationship. So why are they coming up right now? Hello? Interesting. Give me a little bit more on this. We have antimony and resin, and then these other cards are kind of like clarifying the energy. The reason they're coming up is this person, and you probably have already figured out who this is just by how I described it, and if that didn't resonate, this reading's probably not for you. This person is coming to terms with the fact that they're angry at themselves for not trying harder or not, like, actually hearing you, and they've been stuck in a past version of themselves. Like, it's almost like they wish that they could take the memory with you, whether it was a friendship or, like, whatever it was that you guys had in the past. They wish that it's almost like they've preserved that relationship in resin. It's like it's a perfect image in their mind, and they always go back to it whenever they're feeling down. Like those memories are so sacred to them. Oh, like so sacred, like so special. If anything, if you could leave this from this video with anything, like they cherished the time that they got with you, even if things didn't end up good or however the relationship dissolved. But there's some anger and frustration here of like, there's a confrontation happening within them of like, I want this. Am I willing to like step free from like the fantasy of like what could have been and actually try? Am I willing to actually try? And we have the golden rose and gold. This person, I'm here to tell you, they have put in a lot of work and they have changed. So who you remember them as from the past is very different. They have been doing some hard work. Why is this coming up for you right now? Why are they showing up in your energetic field? Yeah, there's like a very specific song that makes them think about you. Oh my god. They have already been on your mind. You're like, you may have had dreams about this person. They've been coming up. We have lightning, the sap of the moon plant, and I'm going to show this card to you guys a little bit closer. If this ignites something in you guys, I have a guided vision journey on this card specifically, and whenever it comes out, I'm always called to say, hey, you might want to go listen to that. It's like $5 if you want to grab that from me. It's a guided journey into the essence of this card. And then we also have the blue temple. And let me explain this. Like, why it's coming up for you is like, there's a little bit of a part of you. I'm here to humble you a little bit because I love you and it's good to be humbled. You've gotten to a point in your life where you're like, I'm doing really good, right? You're like, things are good. You have like direction, purpose, integrity, like you're feeling good. And it's kind of that feeling of like, and we're good. Everything's good. And the lightning card's kind of here to say like, yes, but if you get caught up in the like, we're good, I'm not going to grow, I'm not going to evolve, like I'm good, and this person's coming up, there's some deeper work to come through on your end regarding this connection, where it's like, it's time for you kind of to dive a little bit deeper into your position in this past relationship, because it might be actually holding you back in certain things. Like, it's coming up for a reason. With the blue temple and Succus Lunarii here, there's some deep emotional tethers to this person that you are being invited to explore right now. Through meditation, through crying, purging, journaling, like even looking at, like, there's some nostalgia here, like you're being invited to kind of look back on. The blue temple and Succus Lunarii coming out together is like, there was magic in this relationship. You found a piece of your magic in this connection. And we have Saturn and the drowned king. This has been humbling for the both of you, and I don't think that you've actually have put in the same work that they have as far as like taking the lesson from the relationship and transmuting it. And that's what's coming forward. It's like, it's time for you to address lingering pain around the ending and allowing yourself to grow from it, to like learn the lessons so you don't have to repeat them in future relationships. Anything else, Spirit? Whoa, fuck. Okay. Virgin's milk popped out. Okay, there's something really... Ash and Pluto. I'm going to take this into a part 2. Okay, so if you're leaving me here, I love you guys. Check it out in part 2. But if you're... Yeah. Come join my Discord too. If you're looking for community and cool people, that'd be really fun. We have a lot of fun things going on. If you look at my pinned photo, it shows the events that we have going on. So come join. Alright, this is going to be a part 2 to my last reading. We were talking about a person that has been thinking about you, and I'm not like, you have to go watch the last one, but I'm gonna do it. Go watch the last one, because it really describes the nature of this relationship, and we're getting a lot deeper into. Are you fucking kidding me? I didn't even look at those cards when. Where did? Okay. That was an unexpected surprise that landed in my lap, and that feels. These cards were sitting in my lap. I'm not gonna show them to you. Yeah, I know what they are, but you are gonna wait right there. If you guys haven't met me, hi. I'm Izzy. I go by 8th House Mercury here, and Astremia on my other account where I do evolutionary astrology. The best way you guys can support me, I'm gonna ask in exchange for this reading here. I feel like one of those flies. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers over on my YouTube, so I would love it if you guys supported me over there and just gave me a follow after this reading, especially if it resonated with you. It's my astrology page, by the way, so thank you. Okay. I had asked why is this coming up now, and these more of these parts popped out. Like, you are really being invited by spirit to really address some pain from this past connection that I feel like you've just buried, and a part of you has just been like, it's fine, I'm good, everything's fine. And I'm just noticing the fractures on this card, everything's not fine, and you put on a really good facade, but there is a part of you that has been experiencing some really deep pain. Again, if you're just joining just this video and you don't watch the last one, I'm going to show this card. If you feel called to it in any way, I have a guided vision journey on this card specifically, and I bring it up because this could potentially be the thing that you do that helps you get to the root of this, going through that guided meditation that I'll guide you on with that video. We have Pluto and Ash and then Virgin's Milk. It's almost like what you and this person had was something that was so divine and so special, but there was no, again, the description of them, tin was a part of it. It's they had a lot of wisdom and knowledge and have been through a lot of things, but it was just spread too thin across the board, and they didn't have the capacity to hold everything that this connection was at that time. But again, they really have been putting in work and whatnot, and go watch the other one. But there's something for you here, right? The work for you here, and why this is coming up for you is you need to address where you've suppressed your emotions around the ending of this connection. However that transpired. And again, okay, let's dive into the Ash and Pluto here. It's almost like something within you died and burned down, and you've just been ignoring it. The image that comes to mind is a house that had a kitchen fire, but the kitchen was never rebuilt, and you just avoid the kitchen, right? But there's a part of you that is starving because you have not addressed this ending and and it's almost like it's just gotten worse with time because it's been neglected. And I'm really feeling that with just looking at the Pluto card and Ash here. It's time for you, because Ash holds such an interesting quality to it, because it really pulls in this texture of memories, right? And I'm really thinking of a very specific poem. I'm going to see if I can find it. Hold on. God, that took forever to find this song. It's not a song. It's a poem. It's called Find Me, and it's by Forrest Black. And what kept coming to my mind in this poem is it's at the end. Where is it? Hold on, let me find it. God, this poem is so beautiful. I encourage you guys, I'm gonna have it on the screen. I can remember what it felt like to hold you. I can remember what it was like to stare blindly into your eyes for what felt like an eternity. How could I forget that? I could never forget that. I could never forget you. No matter how long it takes for my words to make their way through the vastness of this great place we called home, I unto you and you unto me. I say them and will continue to do so day after day, night after night, never knowing if you'll actually hear them. There's no place for time here, just overlapping moments where I thought I'd found you, where I thought I heard the sound of your breath, where I felt your heart as if it waited patiently for mine, retracing the steps that we left in the life before last, before our eyes closed, before the great divide, before a doorway stood between you and me. As it stands, I found myself in that doorway again. And that's what I heard. It was like, as it stands, I find myself in that doorway again, with both feet in and your heart on my sleeve. I can't bring myself to walk through this time. Not yet, at least. Not until I take one last look and see that it was you. It was always you. Oh, our hearts were strewn across these old fragile floorboards, the silhouettes of each other in every one of our memories, playing out like a story that we both knew we'd seen before. I remember now, and this is where I first found you. And beyond these closed doors, I will find you again. My love, I will find you again. And that's like the imagery I see. It's like I see you standing at like what once was like this beautiful home that's been burned down, and it's almost like the memories are carried in the ash, and it's like you've been neglecting looking at the pain of this ending. And I understand, and I feel for you, because it's like, it's too painful. Like, why would I look at this? It's too painful to admit that there was something so beautiful that could have been potentially here. But again, I want to, they do know that they didn't have the foundation for you to build on. It's like, I'm seeing like the three little pigs, like making a house out of paper. Like, it doesn't make sense. It could never sustain the vastness of you. But you believed in them so much, and their capacity and who they could have been. But you had to leave because you had to, right? Now these cards were at the bottom. We have the Sun Splendor, Sublimation, and Conjunction. And it's like when you address these things, and it's very interesting for all of you, because the essence, like the core energy of this connection, I'm like, where's the card? Where is it? Where is it? And the purity of this relationship, that thread is always going to be within you, and you will choose who it comes through. Because when you address this part of you, this pain that you've been neglecting, and you sit with it and you let yourself actually feel it, it creates space for the thing that you actually desire and the thing you've been dreaming about. That's what sublimation's about. I've been getting a lot of collective messages about like letting yourself dream about love again. You've almost not let yourself dream about love because of how painful this was. And this is ultimate divine connection. This is the highest card in this deck. This is like ultimate union, internally, externally, as above, so below, as within, so without. And the Sun Splendor, this card speaks to, I like to say, it's like the Ten of Pentacles meets the Ten of Cups meets the Sun card. Like, this is joy. This is true bliss and happiness in this life. And the doorway for this is for you to feel the depths of your pain, of the ending that I feel like you've never let yourself feel. Because this love, this depth of love can find you again. Will it be through this same person that's on your mind? I don't know. For some of you, a part of addressing this is going to open that doorway for you of like, is that an option? I don't know. You still have choice in this. But there is also, I heard Spirit's like, there's so much potential. It doesn't have to be them. It can be somebody else that also has that same quality and essence, but more of a foundation this time. Please do not ignore this message. When the raven's head comes out, it means listen to what I said here. Listen to what came up in you as I read this. Because this is your greatest work and your greatest task right now, is to address this. To address this pain so you can fly again. And Spirit wants you to fly. I'm going to leave this here. If you want to dive deeper, my readings are open.